Hello, everyone, and welcome. The skies are open, and we are in for a wet one. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference. Kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take off. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
Encroachment.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Williams will pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. The give to the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's in for a touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll pull it on the read. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Washington right back to the line.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball.
And the ball's on the ground. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Now the toss. At the 35, he's loose. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quarterback floating away from pressure. got a caught. And the ball's loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The give to the tailback. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play, and let's see if it stands. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Using the quick game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking deep down the right side. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Makes the catch. It's Boston. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Williams will pass. He's taking the shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And guys, after that huge play didn't quite make it to the end zone, they'll try to pay it off with a touchdown here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And more yards after contact. And he breaks into the open. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by just 4 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Smashes through. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quickly complete.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. The play action fake. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. All the way in for the touchdown. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Spins away from the defense. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And to use that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. Handoff to the lone back. Can't get him to the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Washington wants to go quickly. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Williams will pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Huskies are rolling down the field. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Here comes the offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. Puts him in the spin cycle. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Dances away again. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Off play action on 1st down. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The option look. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Now setting up shop in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Now adjusting. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Purdue is currently trailing but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Williams looking for a man. Coming up, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Running it back, it's Washington. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On the ground, it's Coleman. Runs through the tackle. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. This is a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. Washington sends out the punt team. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled immediately after the catch. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it on the counter. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. Now this offense is back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Defense.
So the offense accepts a penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running it to the right. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The defense elects not to replay the down, brings up 4th down. And he loses the football. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Williams looking for a man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Green. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
The Huskies will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Baxter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Washington right back to the line. Looking for space. It's Coleman. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Boston. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation. And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Striving for the goal line, loose football. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll go to the ground. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try to pop the draw. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Third down play from the gun. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Fights off a defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Just feeds the running back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Quick spin on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Running with power. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Discards a man. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got it in the middle, it's green. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you...
And the ball slipped out. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Illegal flag. Offense.
And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll try to get it through the air. On the move, he fires. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for space, it's Coleman. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And here comes the punt team. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse. And that's a live ball. And he was able to get back on top of it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Dumps it to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll go to the counter play. Nice move to keep moving. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the running back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Give to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Here's the handoff. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20 to the ground to try to move the chains. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. He'll keep it himself.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to keep that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
Feeling some heat. They're trying to get to it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Liberty is torching the opposition today, lighting up that scoreboard thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 20 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it on the outside. It's Boston. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Boston. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Trying play action. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Coleman. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Williams looking for a man. Got it. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late, fourth down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Neutrals on defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. The ball is out behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter, but now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Washington wants to go quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Throwing right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're going to ride this running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Going to the running game. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to kick it away.
On the return, it's Washington. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. He's going to pass. Going over the top. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.